الرحيم وأنزلنا إليك الذكر لتبين للناس ما نزل إليهم الحمد لله صلى الله على سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد الفاتح الخاتم الناصر الهادي وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. We thank Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala again. The first 10 days of Ramadan are about to pass. Alhamdulillah. Inna li rabbikum fi ayyami dahrikum nafahat ala fata'arradu laha. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is telling us that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has divine breath in his days, or in the days of time. So he says, فَتَعَرَضُوا لَهَا, expose yourself in order to get from these benefits. So Ramadan is about to, it has just started, but soon you will hear Ramadan is finished. So inshallah, let us take advantage of it as much as possible. Unfortunately, the first day of Ramadan, everybody is in the Masjid. And days ago, people will start going back to the old. Alhamdulillah that we are among the few who still coming to the Masjid. So inshallah, we all want to come and invite others to come. And we sometimes busy ourselves with dinners, iftars, invitations. Sometimes it's more festivities. It's a fasting month. It's not a feasting month. So alhamdulillah, we ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to grant us tawfiq so that we can finish this Ramadan in the most perfect way. Mazilna fi Surah Al-Baqarah. Before even I admitted that some people came to me today to ask about the tragedy that happened last night. I believe it was last night. And unfortunately, whenever things of this nature happen, when the person happens to have a Muslim name or so-called Muslim parents or background, this now becomes something Islamic. I remember there was a guy who went to a theater and killed so many people there. And the guy has a religion which is known, but nobody blames his religion for it. But now whatever happens, and the person happens to have any Islamic background, even if the person is not practicing Islam, then Islam is going to be blamed. And his own family said that the guy did not, was not a practicing Muslim. His own family. And even if he was a practicing Muslim, this has nothing to do with Islam. Because in Islam, nobody can do the judgment against anyone. Al-afrad la yahkumun. As individuals, we cannot judge people. We cannot punish people because of their sins. This is the job of ulul amr, the government. But now everybody becomes whatever. And this also, even this has nothing to do with religion. And many things that we see happening, they have nothing to do with Islam. But some people, some lobbies have their own agendas against Islam and the Muslims. And you can see that. Look at the attacks of Paris. The people whom we say did it, they sold their bar to do this. You sell your bar to serve Islam, to kill people in the name of Islam. September 11, this is some of the hijackers. They saw them clubbing, dancing, and before they did what they did. This has nothing, is this Islam? And you can see in so many attacks. Some people are trying to fight Islam. We Muslims can be fought if we do accept it, but Islam cannot be fought. Islam is the deen of Allah. إِنَّا نَحْنُ نَزَّلْنَا الذِّكْرَ وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ وَكَلِمَةُ اللَّهِ هِيَ الْعُلْيَا. That's the truth. And no individual can kill any person because of whatever they do. وكتبنا عليهم فيها من أجل ذلك كتبنا على بني إسرائيل أنه من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا. You will not find any book that is a religious book stating this very statement of the Quran, that whoever kills an innocent person, it is like he has killed the entire humanity. This is Quran. So if anybody does whatever they can do, and now it's going to take on to Islam, and we Muslims, we are so defensive. No, it's not us. We didn't do this. I say, oh, it's the Muslims because the so-called Daesh claimed it. Who is Daesh? We don't know if Daesh exists. I'm telling you. There is a video, I don't know if you saw it. The president of Afghanistan, who is the one who became president after Taliban, on TV, interviewed by Mehdi Hassan from Al Jazeera, he said that he does not believe that Al-Qaeda has ever existed. One who was fighting Al-Qaeda along with the Westerns, he said on TV that he doesn't have any information, any source from the Afghani intelligence which proves the existence of Al-Qaeda. And this Al-Qaeda represented Islam, did everything in the name of Islam. We Muslims suffer because of the so-called Al-Qaeda. We are suffering today because of the so-called Daesh. These Daesh, if they were working for Islam, they wouldn't be doing anything that is ruining Islam, ruining Muslims. But any attack, you hear it anywhere. The next day you see Daesh claim it, ISIS claim it, the so-called Islamic State. So we Muslims, we know it has nothing to do with Islam. Alhamdulillah, we know that. But we have to let the world know. We have to behave like we know. We want to be proud of our religion, teach our religion, behave as Muslims. But if we start now, we as Muslims, feeling like this is something true, this is something horrible. If a person told me, Shaheed, do it, I did it, I would never believe it, because I know he's not going to do it. You know you're not going to do it. I know I'm not going to do it. I know my brother is not going to do it. So why do I think a Muslim would do that? A Muslim can never do this. Alhamdulillah, our deen is the deen of truth, it's the deen of adl, but the understanding of the deen also should be increased, because we have our youth who can be also taken to buy so-called whatever, and because psychologically they know how to get people. When you're getting old, you become interested in Islam, and you have no person who can teach you the right Islam, then internet, Sheikh Google or Sheikh YouTube can lead you to wherever they want, to do whatever they want. And then you can do something, you think you're serving Islam, you're not serving Islam, you're serving Islam or their Islam. And we have to know that. We as Muslims, we have to learn Islam and the authenticity of of Islam. We have to teach our kids Islam and the authentic Islam. But this is a mistake. That's what they call in fiqh al-khata. There are mistakes of different levels. There's a mistake, there's a khata that you only do to yourself. You harm yourself. Or you do it between you and Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. It is only yourself. You do it to your parents. You do it to your neighbors. You do it. But if you do it to an entire ummah, that's the biggest mistake. And that's what we are suffering. People whom we don't even know are doing things in the name of the so-called Islamic State or whatever state, you know, and they know when they choose names, and they know when they choose time, and they know when they choose place, and they know when they. So may Allah wa ta'ala forgive all of us, and may Allah wa ta'ala accept from all of us, and may Allah wa ta'ala protect all of us. And by the barakah of this month of Ramadan, we ask Allah wa ta'ala to preserve this ummah and to protect this ummah and to show us the guidance which is the right guidance of Allah wa ta'ala. That guidance we read in Surah Al-Fatiha, we are reading in Surah Al-Baqarah, the guidance that this people of Banu Israel how do you call it, lost with them. And that's the reason why Allah is reminding us every single day of their loss of guidance, their misguidance, their this and their this and their this. So we don't want to go to that path. And the only way we can be saving ourselves is by knowledge and by application of the knowledge. By knowledge and by application of the knowledge. As Imam Ghazali said, Al-amalu bila ilmin la yakun, wal-ilmu bila amalin min al-junun. So alhamdulillah, this is the deen of knowledge. So inshallah we're not going to into the ayah of Surah Al-Baqarah. Time is this is enough inshallah for today, and this is something that this is time. You know, this is time. It's a reminder and it's an encouragement, and it is a call for all of us. You know, we want to disregard any garbage that is being thrown, you know, to us, to our back, to our deen. Alhamdulillah. Inna lil bayti rabban sawfa yahfazuhu. Inna lil dini rabban sawfa yahfazuhu. The problem is not about the deen, it's about us. It's about us. You know, we want to win the enemy from within, which is ourselves. And if we do, then we will represent the Islam. And anything that is said, today it's us. There was a day that it was the Japanese, and then it was Italians, it was Jews, now it's the Muslims against every single person. And our sin is that Rabbuna Allah. That's our sin. Rabbuna Allah. Allah is not our Lord. Dunya is not our Lord. Anything but Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Rabbuna Allah. We ask Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala to grant us firmness in this and thabat in this deen. Allahumma arina al-haqqa haqqan warzuqna ittiba'ah wa arina al-batila batilan